Whispers of the Woods. # The Whispering Woods. The first scream came at midnight. In the small, fog-drenched town of Elmsbridge, everyone knew better than to go near the woods after dark. The Whispering Woods, they called it, not for the sound of the trees swaying in the wind, but for the soft, chilling murmurs that drifted through the air, even on still nights. Some said it was the wind threading through hollowed branches. Others believed it was something older, something watching. Nobody dared investigate. Until Claire did. Claire was 19, bold to a fault, and bored out of her mind in Elmsbridge. The stories of the woods were just that, stories. Her friends dared her to spend a night there, alone, to prove the whispers were nothing more than overactive imaginations. With a flashlight, a sleeping bag, and a smirk, she ventured in as the sun dipped behind the horizon. The woods were impossibly quiet. No rustling leaves, no chirping crickets. Just silence, thick and oppressive. Claire laughed to herself, trying to shake off the unease curling in her stomach. She set up her small campsite, leaning against an ancient oak, and pulled out her phone to pass the time. And then she heard it. It wasn't a whisper, but a hushed conversation. Just a few feet away. She froze, her flashlight trembling in her hand. "Hello?" she called, her voice breaking the silence like a cracked mirror. No answer. The murmurs grew louder, circling her campsite. She swung her flashlight toward the sound, illuminating only trees and shadows that twisted unnaturally. A cold breath of air brushed her neck. She spun around, but no one was there. Claire scrambled to pack her things, her hands shaking as she stuffed the sleeping bag into her pack. She knew she wasn't alone anymore. The whispers weren't wind or superstition, they were real. As she stumbled back toward the path, her flashlight began to flicker. Each time it went out, the whispers were closer. One voice, louder than the others, hissed in her ear. "You shouldn't have come here." The flashlight died completely, plunging her into darkness. Claire ran, her breath ragged, her heart pounding like thunder. She tripped, crashing to the ground, and felt something cold and slick wrap around her ankle. She screamed, clawing at the earth, but the ground beneath her shifted as though alive, pulling her deeper. The last thing she saw before the darkness swallowed her was a pair of glowing eyes staring down at her, filled with hunger. The next morning, the townsfolk found her flashlight at the edge of the woods. It was smeared with mud, the lens cracked. But Claire was gone, leaving only a single footprint leading into the trees. And that night, the whispers grew louder.